So, basically, we were walking in circles on the water.
Oh, the greenhouse is floating away. You see, we're sitting on the edge and soon we'll be flooded. We know where we were going.
The road got washed away, basically. It got eroded.
Look, the Dhaka is over there. A piece of concrete fell off over there, and this crack said something.
Urgent. Part of Russia has been washed away by water. The empire is literally going under. The disaster has struck Sakhalin. Russians are stranded on the roofs of their houses, begging for help. Epic footage has already been leaked online. On top of that, an earthquake has struck Russia. In Dagestan, things are so bad that debris is flying everywhere. Has nature really decided to harshly punish the enemy? Watch all of this further. Stay tuned until the end. Greetings, this is Ukraine Today. I am Nagutskalo, and here are the latest events. The apocalypse has covered the Russian Federation. A fierce storm is raging on the Russian island of Sakhalin. Water washes away everything in its path. The residents of Misi, in particular shock, are filming everything and don't know what to do now.
Dawn. The road was washed away. In short, it was a wash. Look, the dacha, that's it, the dacha. In short, there is really absolutely nothing of interest here at all. The road was simply washed away.
The Kazachka River has overflowed its banks. A state of emergency has been declared in the Sakhalin region.
Two cars, some enthusiasts came to take a look, and now it seems they're stuck.
A sheet right across the road. That's the situation here.
Several settlements are on the verge of disappearing. Russians are in a panic. Rescuers can't keep up with helping everyone. The village of Kolkoznoy ended up trapped by the floodwaters.
Residents waited for rescuers right on the roofs of their houses. In this same village, a bridge collapsed. 69 houses ended up in the flood zone.
You understand we're sitting on the roof. Soon we'll be completely flooded. Where to go, who knows?
With every passing minute, the region is being hit harder and harder by the apocalypse. Z Pavliks are broadcasting everywhere that Russia is drowning in chaos. Footage shot by locals speaks for itself. Of disasters, a bus carrying people overturned on a flooded road. A video from the first minutes after the incident has already been leaked online.
We were actually on that very bus, and it just suddenly drove right into a deep, muddy ditch. We managed to get out of it. Everything here is completely flooding. The river has significantly overflowed its banks, and this is already the very end of the entire village. When we eventually got out, we unfortunately lost all of our bags and everything else we possessed.
The disaster also raged in a popular tourist spot, Manaron Island. Currently, there is no electricity or water there, and mudslides have come down. And on top of that, there was a hurricane in Terayase. A powerful earthquake shook the region, and Russians ran out into the streets.
People, frightened by the tremors, left their homes, fearing possible aftershocks or building collapses.
Just so you understand, look there, it will come out. There, a piece of concrete fell from there. It collapsed over there and over there, above the window, right there. According to the...
The European Mediterranean Seismological Center, the epicenter of the earthquake was at a depth of 10 kilometers, 51 kilometers northwest of Derbent, and 28 kilometers east of the city of Izbebash.
At least 1,000 residents of Makhachkala and other cities took to the streets after the earthquake. The epicenter of the tremors, with a magnitude of up to 5.9, was located in the Caspian Sea.
According to local telegram channels, the tremors were felt even in neighboring Azerbaijan and in the capital of Georgia, Tbilisi.
Every voice matters. Join our community, support independent journalism, and help us bring you the truth from Ukraine. Become a member of Ukraine Today. Join us now.
Incidentally, the previous powerful earthquake in Russia occurred on July 30th on the Kamchatka Peninsula. The strength of the tremors reached 8 points. There hasn't been anything like this in the region since 1952.
Of course, the kettle was shaking. Haha, this is really an earthquake.
It just appeared like that.
I was sorting things out.
It was being sorted in the pots.
This is unbelievable.
We didn't order this.
Look,
It's still going.
it's still going. You can see the dishes? This is really from the earthquake. Yeah.
Right? You can see the dishes? All the kids. Truly unbelievable.
Something else, perhaps.
Is shaking. Total shock. A complete liesh. Can't believe it. Everything is shaking.
Everyone ran out of Vega. I myself thought the stairwell would collapse. Even the ceiling was crumbling there. You know, I'm still shaking today. Oh my goodness, God. Whoa, oh, whoa. Hello? Hello, Mom. The turnstile is stuck.
The earthquake caused waves that spread through the ocean at speeds of up to 800 kilometers per hour. The tsunami reached the coast of Kamchatka. The maximum wave height reached 4 meters. And on top of that, a volcanic eruption began. Koryaksky volcano became active for the first time in the history of its observation.
Look, just tear it open there. Just let it go. Come on, braid it, braid it. Ah, yes.
Meanwhile, to all the natural chaos in Russia, a real housing collapse is being added. You don't have enough fingers on your hand to count how many homes have collapsed. The local authorities are hiding something, and Russians are losing their roofs over their heads one after another, and most importantly, without any explanation. More details about this in the report. Next, in
Russia, there have already been 5 building collapses in just 2 weeks. This time in St. Petersburg on Nevsky Prospect, the floor slab between the first and second floors of a residential building collapsed. 1 person died and another was injured. According to preliminary information, the collapse occurred during renovation work. An investigation has already begun.
In short, on Nevsky, there are a lot of fire trucks and ambulances, just so many of them. There are gas service vehicles, firefighters, ambulances coming and going. Something's going on, right?
This is not an accident, but part of a frightening trend in recent days. In the past 14 days alone, similar incidents have occurred in different regions of the country.
There are fatalities, but it's only possible to give a final number once all rescue operations are complete.
And the explosion was right across from my door. It was so loud that it blew out the window, or rather, the kitchen window frame.
I smell it.
Yes, and the door to the stairwell got jammed, and I opened it to get out.
After July 1st, in Ufa, part of the wall of a 5-story former technical college building partially collapsed. The building, recognized as a cultural heritage site, had no casualties. On July 29th, in Trenberg, the wall of an administrative building constructed in 1963 collapsed here. All 36 people who were inside managed to get out in time. The reason was outdated structures. On July 28th, in Astrakhan, the entrance of a condemned building that was supposed to be demolished back in the spring collapsed. 3 people were injured. Investigators have opened criminal cases on charges of negligence.
At the moment, 15 people have been evacuated, and all necessary measures are being taken to determine the causes.
On July 25th, there was a household gas explosion in Saratov. The entrance of a 10-story building collapsed like a house of cards. At least 7 people died, including a child, and another 18 were injured.
Here in our kitchen, everything was blown out. The whole entrance just collapsed. I've never seen anything like this in my life. This is just life. There are people there, of course. It's just unbelievable. I can't imagine. Luckily, I was sitting safely behind the fridge. The fire truck had already arrived.
I went into the store to buy some bread. It's good I was in the store, otherwise,
I would have been buried under the rubble.
To buy some bread.
You saw them lifeless, right?
Huh?
Lifeless.
5 tragedies, 5 regions. And one question, how is this possible? Why do dangerous buildings continue to stand while people are still living in them? Why is there no real oversight of their condition? There is usually no money to demolish unsafe buildings. Nor is there money for major repairs. But for the war with Ukraine, there are billions every day. There's always money for missiles, drones, and bombs that kill civilians. As a result, in their own country, people die not from shelling, but in their own apartments in buildings that are simply uninhabitable. 5 incidents in 2 weeks. You could map the geography of these incidents from the Volga region to St. Petersburg. And although the causes vary from wear and tear to explosions, the result is the same. Hundreds of people have lost their homes, and the issue of building safety has once again become urgent.
What will finally bring Russia down? Ukrainian drones, nature, or economic collapse? Share your opinion in the comments. Hit the like button under the video and stay up to date with the main news. We already have 455,000 subscribers. There's more to come. See you soon.